What's going on, guys? It's your boy Adjen back again for another Eminence in Shadow Master of Garden video. And for today, it's time to share with you the last of my tier list, which is the yellow character tier list. So without further ado, let's get right into the tier list. So first of all, first on the list, we have your Spy Zeta, the unit that is currently on banner right now. But first of all, tier lists are pretty much subjective. It varies from person to person. You may agree or disagree with me and it's fine. So take it with a big grain of salt. I don't have Spy Zeta. I base my ratings just by reading her skill set and also trying to compare it on the JP tier list. So in story and Guild War, she is S tier, but in Bushin, she excels well because she is a powerful DPS character with poison debuff. And poison debuff is a top tier debuff in PvP in Bushin because once the enemy got debuff with poison or either bleed, they die really fast. That is why she is top tier in Bushin Festival. Next, we have here Bunny Beta and Bunny Alexia. Bunny Beta is a A tier at best because she is pretty weak in my honest opinion. For an SS rarity, she's kind of weak. Correct me if I'm wrong, if she's good or not, but that is what I can tell by reading her skill set, her skill kit. And then we have here Bunny Alexia, which is pretty gorgeous. Both of them are pretty gorgeous, by the way, but I did not summon for them. Mainly because they are not really worth summoning for, in my honest opinion. Bunny Alexia is probably the best healer in the yellow team currently in the game right now. Her competition is the OG Young Gamma. But I think Young Gamma is already power crept by this Bunny Alexia. Healer are pretty much necessary in the game. They cannot be replaced unless you have a really OP character in your team that you really don't need the healer. But I think in the later stages, healers are somewhat necessary in team building. Next, we have here Cake Day Epsilon. Yes, Cake Day Festival. Really powerful support DPS in PvP because her support capabilities is an AoE attack debuff, meaning lower the attack of their enemies in PvP, and then increasing the damage taken debuff. Not only they will do minimal damage to your team will also have an increased damage to them. So if you have an AoE DPS like Iris, the other AoE DPS character like Aurora, then they can clean up the opposing enemy really fast with Cake Epsilon in your team. That is how good she is in PvP, but not so much in story and Guild War, but still good, still pretty decent. And then we have here Cake Day Beta, one of the most gorgeous looking art I've seen in a semi-limited character. But yeah, current best tank in the yellow team. That is her main role in the game. And then we have here Shadow Pest Alpha, one of the best DPS in the game right now. The best DPS in the yellow team without a doubt. She's broken in the yellow team. That is why, and all Shadow Pest characters, as I've said in my previous tier list, are all pretty much broken. They are all top tier, SS tier at best. Moving on, we have here, I think this one is a regular beta, a decent healer in the yellow team, but if you don't have Bunny Alexia or the OG Young Gamma, Shadow Suit Gamma, and she might be worth racing for, especially if you don't have a secondary healer in tackling the World 3. She's pretty decent. Then we have here OG Rose, a decent tank also in the yellow team. already got power creep, so her ratings falls down to the A tier ranking. Next, we have the OG healer, the OG best healer in the game. She's the best healer when the game was launched. Young Gamma. But nowadays, there are way better options to use. But as I've said earlier, for the other characters, if you don't have any substitute for them, then they will work pretty well. They are pretty decent. And then also Young Beta, an OG character. Before, she's rated highly, maybe around S plus or SS rank, S tier. But nowadays, they are already got power creep. Still a pretty decent DPS in the yellow team. Same with Nu, a decent DPS in the yellow team, but there are way better options. And then, just like in the previous tier list that I've shared with you guys, SA characters are pretty much rated lower because the SS rating, the SS rarity characters are way better compared to them. They are your budget options if you don't have any more characters to raise. So yeah, we have here Zeta, over a DPS character, Alexia, a DPS character, Sid, normal Sid, a DPS character, Claire, DPS character, and a budget healer, which is pretty meh. Even though she is a healer, I cannot really recommend raising her because you will just be wasting your resources for her. This budget cherry. But if you don't really have any other options, then you might as well just raise her. But as I've said, she's not worth raising. Most of the characters in the low rarity are not really worth raising, in my honest opinion, unless you really need to. Because some of you might be just starting out, and you might want to raise them, but I digress into saying that I'm not gonna be advising to raise them. It's just a waste of resources, and raising characters in this game takes a lot of stamina, takes a lot of resources just for you to fully raise them and to fully enjoy their skill kit. Because once you raise their ranks, their equipment ranks, only that way you can fully utilize them, because some of the skill set are locked behind raising them. So raising low rarity characters are pretty much a waste of resources. So yeah, that is all about my yellow character tier list. And I think I've made all of them. That is the last one, the final one. And I think that's it for me for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it if you could help me grow my channel more. And thank you to everyone who are supporting my channel. I appreciate every one of you. Until next time, peace.